Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 16 of our Get Your Goals annual challenge. Today we're talking about our 7th goal framework, the 7th process you can use to set and achieve the goals you want. And this one is called HARD goals. HARD stands for heartfelt, animated, required, and difficult. I'm going to explain each of those using my notes, of course, because I actually have not personally used this particular goal setting framework or goal getting framework. So what do we do? How do we do it? And then what are we going to do today for our action item? We are going to try this framework on for size. We're going to pick a goal in some area or aspect of our life. Think about something that you want and then apply heartfelt, animated, required, and difficult, and frame out how these things, how these elements might help you get your goal and motivate you toward achieving your goal. So heartfelt means it can be intrinsic or extrinsic. It can intrinsic, X, in or N, whatever. It can be inside or outside of you. It's personal. You want to have feelings about it, strong feelings about it. You want to, for example, you want to maybe learn a new language. Maybe you want to learn a new language. Think about how that's going to make you feel. Envision yourself achieving that goal. How do you feel when you can speak German or Spanish or French or Norwegian or I don't know, there's so many languages, there's hundreds of languages in the world, but how would that make you feel? Some people can speak like 7, 8, 9, 10 languages. I think it's really fun to listen to my granddaughter playing with some of her toys because they're in Spanish, French, and English. And so it's fun to have her. She likes to switch to the different languages and play with her toys. She's not even 2 yet, so it's pretty fun. Anyway, heartfelt. Do you have a strong desire for the thing? If you don't, the chances of you getting it are much less than if you have a strong desire or a heartfelt, passionate reason for going for something. Animated, our goals should give you a clear picture of where you are now and where you want to be in 1, 3, 5, or more years from now. So it should be something that drives you, right? Kind of like the first one, heartfelt and passionate, but animated, meaning you can really see yourself achieving these goals and how it's going to change this goal and how it's going to change and impact your life over not just the short term. I think a year or less is short term, long term, 3, 5, 10, 20 legacy type lifelong goals and dreams. How is that going to change your life? You know, they always use the example, not they, but people use the example of quitting a bad habit. If you quit smoking, in order to help you do that, envision how your life will be. Number one, if you don't quit smoking, what's your life going to look like in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, if you last that long. And then envision, if you do quit smoking, how your life can be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 years from then, because I don't think I'm going to be around another 60 years, but you know what I mean. So we want to be able to see that and see our future and use all of our senses. We talk about that, and we'll talk about that a lot more this year. Different types of visualization. We'll go deep in that, as well as hypnosis and affirmations and tools that can help us do these things. But again, heartfelt, animated, required. Required means you should have a clear sense of what it takes to accomplish, what you have to accomplish in order to meet, say, your annual goal. So what do you have to do in 3 months to get the goal, to keep you moving forward? What do you need to be, what target do you need to hit? And this is about hitting specific measures or targets particularly. Where do you need to be 6 months from now in order to hit your annual goal? And what is one thing you can do today? This is my favorite part of this whole framework. What's the one thing you can do right now today to start moving you toward that 3 month, 6 month annual goal? And difficult, by setting difficult goals, it ensures that we will be motivated and challenged to move toward it. If we set wimpy goals, like I remember doing this in corporate America, we would set budgets and goals every year. It was part of the performance appraisal system. And frankly, your benefits and bonuses were based on whether you achieved your goals or not. So what did that make people do? They set easy, achievable goals unless you pushed them, in me included. It was easy to set, hey, this is what I for sure know I can do, make that your goal, and then do more than that. But that way you still got your bonus, even if you didn't really push yourself harder, if something happened, etc. So I learned that people like to set realistic, easier goals when it's tied to things like their bonuses and compensation. So we want to set difficult, challenging goals for ourselves, because we're doing this for ourselves, not for anyone else, to keep us motivated, to keep us pushing our comfort zone and moving forward to making the progress that we want to make in whatever area or aspect of our life the goal happens to be. So what are we going to do today? We are going to set a hard goal, meaning heartfelt, animated, required, and difficult, right? We're just going to try this framework on for size and see how it makes us feel. That's it. If I can help in any way, ask. I haven't used this one, so I've got my framework set up for me to go ahead and pick a goal and do this. I will do it, and if I have any great lessons learned, I will let you know tomorrow. Have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.